So obsession's got a bad rap, ladies and gentlemen. People that are obsessed are crazy, right? No, people that are obsessed are actually creative. It depends. You get good obsessions, you get bad obsessions. We're going to meet a man who explains how you can take advantage of your outstanding obsessions. Coming up, Cron 4 News Weekend. Okay, here's a weather forecast for you. In the next 5 minutes, there will be a brainstorm here in the studio. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A brainstorm in the person of Eric Maisel. He's written a book called Brainstorm, Harnessing the Power of Productive Obsessions, and it's co-authored with his wife, Ann Maisel. Thank you very much for joining us. We just discovered that we actually, Marty, get this now. Oh, Marty's gone. We actually went to the same high school and graduated from at the same year.
We're going to have a lot of trouble talking about the book.
That's right. We've been sitting here reminiscing about high school in New York, but we're going to talk about Brainstorm. You say that obsessions, there's the good ones and the bad ones, and it's got a bad rap.
Yeah, I think we have to start with the idea that clinical practice named obsessions as bad things almost 100 years ago, defined obsessions as unwanted, intrusive thoughts. As soon as you do that, as soon as you name an obsession as a bad thing, then it's hard to talk about good obsessions. And I think that definition has bled into the culture. I think most people, when they think of obsessions now, they think about obsessive compulsive disorder. They think of it as a problem.
Right.
But there are great obsessions, and our scientists, artists, philosophers have known for thousands of years that there are great obsessions, things to bite into, really enjoy yourself with.
How do I know that my obsession is actually a healthy one? I mean, obviously, there are some obsessions you say, oh, this is fascinating to me. I'm going to really pursue it, and obviously it's healthy. But sometimes it's like, am I going too far? Am I just getting too interested in something that's non-productive?
Well, I think that our unproductive obsessions, their source is anxiety. I think we can tell when an obsession is arising because we're worried about something. We keep thinking about what a coworker said or how our retirement fund is dwindling or something. We know where it's coming from. Productive obsessions arise from our meaning-making needs. They're the ways we feel that life is meaningful.
For example?
It could be any hobby. It could be something as, so to speak, small as researching some subject that you've always been interested in. We talk about some contemporary, everyday obsessions in the book. One guy was interested in fonts and typefaces. Just loved them. He thought they were beautiful. Turned into a big business for him. Didn't know it was going to be a business. But it was just something that he really enjoyed. And all meaning is subjective, so if you enjoy something, that's probably something that you could turn into a productive obsession if you wanted to.
It occurs to me that one of the problems today, I mean, for me at least personally, is that I don't have obsessions, that there's so much information out there and so much interest there that one becomes a dilettante. You get interested in something for a while, and then, you know, on the internet something pops up and boom, you've forgotten the first thing and move on to the second, and you never actually focus on the one thing that you could be productive at or creative at or fulfilling at.
I think that's really true. It's why we suggest that a first step is to just generate a list of interests, to even see what you're interested in. I think when we were young, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, we knew we loved books or music or science or nature. We knew then what we liked. Now I think it's not so clear to us what genuinely interests us. So the first step is to generate this list and see what on there might want to rise to the level of obsession. Right. And then the second thing is we have to quiet our minds a little better. Right now our minds are filled with small thoughts, just as you say. We're hopping. We have that Buddhist monkey mind. We're hopping from one thing to another. We do have to do some real serious work in quieting our mind so that we get our whole brain back, so that we have some room for an obsession.
So do you have obsessions?
I do, but my latest one is I'm working on a mystery series, and that's obsessing me. I know I shouldn't be.
Wow.
I'm supposed to be a nonfiction writer, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'm taking a little break between 2 nonfiction books, and I'm just really enjoying it.
So you make a list of that which you're interested in, and do you pick an obsession, or does the obsession pick you?
It's an interesting question. I think if you're used to productively obsessing, they pick you. But if you're not used to it, I think you have to go out and pick one and give it a chance. I think you have to choose it and commit to it. I run a cyberspace group with a couple of hundred people in it. We work on creating and nurturing productive obsessions. I ask them to spend a month on their choice, because if you pick something, within a day, it may turn out to be hard, and you may want to quit it.
Right.
So it's really important to give your new productive obsession a chance.
Let yourself obsess on your obsession. Don't just dismiss it too quickly.
That's right.
Okay. Eric Maisel, is the author of Brainstorm, Harnessing the Power of Productive Obsessions. He is, by the way, I should have mentioned, a psychotherapist as well as being an author and a creativity coach. Thank you very much for joining us. Go Stuyvesant. Stuyvesant High School, I should plug. That was where we went. And I won't even mention the year. It was so long ago. But I do appreciate it. And you ditched your New York accent pretty well.
I don't know why or how, but yes.
Yeah, well, we both managed. Thank you very much.
Great being here.
It was great talking to you.